Hey Chickasaw Warriors, Principal Desme here with your weekly update. So this week, just a couple of quick little reminders and a couple things we noticed. So one thing, in anticipation of Halloween being on Monday, October 31st, please note that students are not to come to school in costumes on Monday. I know it's Halloween, but it is still a regular school day for us. So please make sure that no one is coming to school in a costume. If they do, they will be sent to the front office and we will need to call home and someone will need to come and bring a change of clothes for that child. We appreciate your understanding with this. Next up, medications. So this question came up a couple of times. We noticed some students bringing a medication type. One was a lotion for sort of like an allergy. Another student brought some cough drops to school. While I understand that those are over-the-counter type of medications, they are still not something that is supposed to be with the child. Children don't necessarily understand the importance and the severity of medications because obviously they can be overused and could cause somebody to be sick. So we do need to be very careful. Please note that if your child requires maybe an anti-itch cream, or if they do have a cold and they've got some cough drops, things like that, any sort of medication can be checked into the clinic. There is even a form where you can approve for that child to self-carry, but we go over a couple of important points, just making sure they understand that it is only for them and is not to be given to anyone else. And again, we check the labels for how often it's supposed to be applied, things of that nature, just to make sure that we're keeping everybody as safe as possible. So we appreciate your understanding with that. And so if you do have any medications that you feel like your child may need access to during the school day, you can reach out to our front office and they can give you the proper documentation so that we can have things on file where they're supposed to be. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to either the front office or Ms. Cortez as our clinic backup, and she would be a great person to answer any questions that you have. So again, we appreciate your understanding. We hope that you had a wonderful weekend, and we hope all of our students have fun tomorrow, trick-or-treating after school. Please also, I ask that you do not send a bunch of candy to school on Tuesday. I'm constantly in the cafeteria having to remind students to eat their healthy food first before they're eating their cookies and their candy. So I definitely understand they're excited about the candy, and I don't mind them having a small piece of candy to have after they've eaten their lunch. But I do ask that you don't send in, a bunch of different types of candy. Okay? All right, that's all that we have for this week, and we hope to see you soon.